paralyzed.
Okay. Well, Talia, Varus, and the Ziggs taken off from the side of Top Esports, and they're immediately going to lock in the Rumble for 369, a player that has really stood out for Top Esports throughout the year.
This is so hard, too, because I feel like the Rumble first pick really baits that Vi pick incredibly aggressively. Because giving over Rumble Vi is something that you never want to do.
Do you know what looks really good right now?
What looks really good?
Maokai. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's open. Easy lock-in. What direction are Team Liquid thinking about, though? They're going to lock in the Ezra with the Varus gone. They're feeling confident. Jackie Love could consider his, well, I mean, his world-famous Kai'Sa.
Yeah, there are a few things that he has an option of picking up, and Rumble also fits into a lot of different styles of composition as well.
Yeah.
Like, you can play dive with Rumble very comfortably.
You certainly can. We know that Jackie Love also loves his misfortune, so options are plenty here in the first game. What's going to be the jungle lock-in? It's Xin Zhao.
This is so umpty.
I mean, it's coming in with a lot of confidence, I would say.
Also feels out of left field almost entirely, but definitely very color coordinated with the Ezra.
It certainly is.
So now they just need to bank on the fact that Cream isn't going to pick Azir, and so they can stay on that largely yellow theme moving in. But outside of that, it does really raise some eyebrows, because this was pretty obviously coming in, right? The Vi comes through. I don't know about this one. This is worrisome.
I am a hater on the Aurora. Of course, I am open-minded, and I'm willing to be proven wrong.
An open-minded hater.
Yes, and I've seen Cream's Aurora before, and I know that it's a power to be reckoned with.
Indeed.
Okay, but I've also seen Kanavi have mixed performances on the Vi as well, and that is a gap. Now,
this is golden themed as well.
I will.
Sorry.
Sometimes we've seen Karma as an answer into the Rumble, but I think they're also worried about the pushing potential of an Ezreal Karma on the bot side of the map. The Azir is just a very safe mid laner. And with the Talia gone, I'm curious as to what direction APA will go. And they're going for the double AD carry again. So now the question is, what will their final engage tool be? Because they've got Xin to kind of start off the fight. You've got Galio to follow you up. But then do you go for something like a Leona for that extra bit of dual engage slash follow-up? Or do you instead put the Galio towards the bot side of the map and pick something else towards top lane?
Oh, yeah, that's true. There's some flexes that we do need to bear in mind. I just think that Galio into the Rumble is just such a strong option.
Jackie loves Ashe.
Jackie Love has been pretty good at Ashe for quite some time. Ashe Braum, a terrifying lane to go up against. And with the Karma banned away, it makes the Braum pick feel even better.
I like the pick potential on the side of Top Esports, but I think that when you round out this composition with Braum, it's very much about like anti-engage.
Yes.
Kind of now, you're welcoming the dive from the side of
JJ doesn't
Liquid.
look too excited about how things are going. He was grimacing.
Grimacing. I mean,
I love Rakan Galio.
I like their engage.
Tried and true, man.
I really like this comp from Team Liquid. I think that you've got relatively...
This is something that 369 is so good at. Oh man, there are a lot of questions that need answering. Let's answer them right now as we jump into the Rift.
30 seconds until
I'm excited.
Me too, man.
I'm going to use this series to forget about the first one of the day.
I reckon that, just wash it off.
Yeah, wash it off. And, I mean, Team Liquid, they... Oh, hang on a minute.
Oh,
who's catching who?
Yeah, it's the sandwich. The audacious charge comes in from Umpty. He is about to get stunned up, though, and Umpty might just start this game off dead. The heal does come on through. Yon, immediate cleanse. That's Captain Jack-esque. You love to see it, but you don't love to see the amount of top esports players chasing down TL, and APA is going to be the one that bites the dust. First blood to his lane opponent as well.
Braum Ashe is a devastating level 1. The passive from Braum, the slows from Ashe, that was devastating for Team Liquids.
They invested a heal and a flash as well, and it was cleanse, heal, and double flashes now on...
Start the game off with first blood, a couple summoner spells burnt, but potentially, Jackie Love could be a prime target with no flash available, does have the cleanse still, keeping my eyes... Oh, look at Umpty. We talked about it. The level 2 is going to come through very soon.
And Cleanse doesn't do anything against any of these. Double knockup comes through from Core. He will get stunned up, but Jackie Love is in so much trouble. Umpty just a bit body block, but it does not matter. He puts that spear to Jackie and takes him down, and so that is halfway to the goal.
Trouble. away with a nice
I
spot
kind of
here.
love the fact that he's going for it, though. Umpty going to be now grabbing himself a crab. Impact doesn't love how things are going because, of course, Umpty did show himself. So that means that now this chicken on the top side could be in trouble. The Vault Breaker coming forward. Oh, there's that heroic, the Justice Punch. But Navi didn't take turret aggro, so it doesn't matter. Still, Minion Wave going to be dealt with, an Impact.
Outside, they're cautious of the fact that Dragon may have been started up.
The fake back scenario.
His way in.
APA is just going to rocket jump. He will be okay. And now Jackie Love in trouble once again. We mentioned the flash cooldown. It is barely up and available. And yep, the door has to wear off. And that is another kill. And that is mission accomplished, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, they've done a really good job of punishing this flashless Ashe. It's exactly what you need to do. The double knockups coming through from both Rakan.
Right. It is the just go in over and over again. But when you factor in the Galio on top of it, like, the amount of knockups is going to be absolutely absurd. The bouncy castle that TL have available to themselves, once we get to the mid and late game, it's going to be a big deal. It's just about getting yourself into a position where you can utilize it, because TES, this can be really explosive. If they get a few kills in a row, the game can just not even really be there for TL.
And I will say, this is not the Aurora gameplay I'm used to, where Kareem is just...
Yeah, you just walk up and you combo. This is the one I'm used to. This is what I was expecting.
Cover for Jackie Love.
Oh, wait, so they can be friendly and it's just easy, is it?
I think so.
Oh, man. All right, well, APA, he's looking for that angle, as you can see. Cream is finally going to get buster shotted, but I was expecting kind of more to happen there. I think Umpty instead decided to keep his position unknown. I don't know how unknown it is. He decides to go in on Jackie Love, who does flash away. The rest of TL looking to make their way over as the Crescent Guard not necessarily keeping him as alive as he wants to. But none finds a beautiful ultimate. Umpty also flashing away Cream right in amongst it. And unfortunately, the door doesn't go multiple directions. Cream manages to take the first kill, and TL, he didn't kill one of them, just one of them. These health bars are so low as Cord dives forward. APA flashing out of the way. Wind becomes lightning, but doesn't become anything else. And the Dragon is also a problem. The arrow gonna connect. It is soaked there by Core. JJ Dragon, leave it alone, buddy.
Whew. That was a close one. It's a one-siding whose alliance it should really form. And then at the end of the day...
6 grubs as well.
It's poor Jackie Love, though. 0-3.
Yeah.
Really has been bullied this
I was joking when I said that the goal is to kill Jackie Love more than one time.
Spawn hurt you. He took that personally,
It
man.
seems to be that, like, I mean, he succeeded. They're also looking for Cream. True shot barrage, not enough. As Cream is pushed away. I do want to say, though, this is the Cream that we wanted to see yesterday. I think up against Zeka, he had a pretty quiet series, just in general. Wasn't bad by any means, but just wasn't having too much. As Impact, looking for an opportunity here. 369, he knew about it. They are just going to move in. Blast Cone there from Umpty. As Vault Breaker going to be used at exactly the right time, almost by accident.
Well, Team Liquid are in position to contest the Herald. APA in a bit of danger.
All right, Chris moves on forward. There's an ulti, and APA should just be dead, but Cream tanking this turret, and he gets the heal from Chris, and he's going to be A-okay. Minions there at the ready as well, so not needing to worry about this one. And that could just be this outer turret being taken down as well.
I mean, Cream is getting monstrous at this point.
Yeah.
He is doing a really good job on the side lane. I love his coordination with Crisp as well. They really locked up APA mid. Cream's in a great position, but this would be great data. As someone who's not really a believer in this champion, if he can't carry from this position, I feel like I'll have pretty compelling evidence.
Yeah, and if not, you've seen what a good Aurora is supposed to look like.
100%.
And Crisp, he's going to get knocked up. He is a man with a door and not very many friends in this area. And so he will get stunned up. Arrow going to connect there as well, as the Crescent Guard is used interestingly. Meanwhile, teleport comes in from Cream, and the heroic entrance to try and save the jungler of TL. This is a little bit of a nightmare as Crisp has the door, but Impact just says, get the heck out of here. Rains down that punch with the passive, still finds himself in no man's land, and will be shut down. A 2 for 2 in the end. And TL going to continue pushing here in mid.
A chaotic back and forth between the teams that was initiated.
Smash though, I'm not gonna lie.
It certainly was.
Or wait, I forget what the passive is called. But anyway, the big old punch from the Galio. And that's a lot of money going over towards him as well. So Impact is going to start doing damage. Riftmaker on the way, could imagine. Already has that unending
I
despair.
will say that even though the fights look pretty promising for Team Liquid, the problem is they're not really converting it into much, whereas Top Esports, 2 towers in their name, they got themselves the Herald, they're putting pressure down onto this side attack. And look at the minimap, the Galio rotating down while 369 continues to push up. APA grouping with the team as well.
Ooh, a little bit of an engagement here as Cream completely pushed away. APA finding an ultimate that he was looking for as Cream's all over the place. Meanwhile, though, Umpty taking a lot of damage. Impact as well, not as tanky as he otherwise wants to be. And it's a 1-for-1. The problem is it's a 1-for-1 and there's a lot of damage onto that outer turret into the mid lane. And control is still there from Top Esports.
Feels like with 369 in the area, Team Liquid really can't afford to approach.
Cease and desist and the equalizer both available as well.
They have too many resources. Kanavi has found Core JJ, but it's just more of a warning punch.
Oh, Yon, that's not where he wants to be. The flash does come on through. He cleanses to avoid the slow, and it's heroic from Umpty, but he's still done the equalizer to pick off the AD carry. And it was only a matter of time. The delay as TES use all those resources to take down TL. Akulov still hasn't caught up just yet, and he's got 2 items, Kraken Slayer as well as that Hurricane.
I mean, credit to Jaculov, by the way. He was relentlessly camped, but he's done a great job of bouncing back. Cream, I think, has made a few positional errors. It's kind of cost his lead in the side lane, but you can see that he's still able to find some nice trades against APA. He's a 4 level behind APA, though, as the Atakan is being started off.
Yeah, this is somewhat dangerous. Teleports available for both of the solo lanes on TL's side. Still a few seconds away for 369, but it doesn't seem to matter too much as he is in this area. And so Cream, he comes down. TL still haven't pulled the trigger just yet. Remember that combo as the quickness does come on down. Jaculov is targeted, and there's the Galio delivery. They take down the Ashe immediately. 369 still a fair bit of damage, but Cream pushed away. Umpty very low, but he's done his job for now. Able to move his way out, audaciously charging towards Atakan as it's down to 1,000 health. It's ridiculous. They lose their jungle as Impact realizes that Kanavi's here with a smite, and he can do nothing about it. The Atakan is going to be taken. The Atakan is going to be taken, and it looked so good until it was terrible. All right, never mind. Cream going to be taken out. Here is Yon looking for even more. Crisp running. Remember, this is only them being sent back to bait. No, never mind. It was the other Atakan that I didn't even think existed as the door runs out at just the wrong time. And 369 throwing these harpoons, but Yon, he is still looking for more. This man is so bloodthirsty, but unable to catch up after the blast cone. Oh, okay.
What was that?
In opposition. And we've been singing this guy's praises. He is definitely the one they're going to be leaning on here on TL's side later on into this game. He's currently moving to meet up with the rest of his team. You can see how aggressively Top Esports are positioning themselves around this Baron pit. Not a whole lot to fight for right here, but the Baron is going to be up in 5 seconds time to provide a big opportunity for one of these teams. Not wanting to take it just yet. 369 towards that bottom side, teleport at the ready. Top might just be looking for this dragon as it does spawn. So that is going to be dragon number 3, their second. All right.
I mean, the reality
Give it to me
is,
straight. How bad is it for TL?
It's pretty bad. I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm going to need to pass on that particular question. I do not have the answer. Infinity Edge is very, very close to being done here for APA. Does finish it now on this back. That's 2 items. Not exactly enough for him to be a real threat. Does kind of want to get towards 3. We'll see whether he has enough time to do so as Umpty looking to clear away as much of his jungle as he can, stay as relevant as possible. Spirit Visage is completed as Core JJ finds a bit of a knock-up onto Kanavi. But Kanavi does not care about that 1 iota. There's now Impact coming in, but he's heroically entrancing onto nothing because Core JJ's already dead. The Winds of War come down, though. Knock-up onto Cream is decent. APA not auto-attacking, and Yon wasn't quite there yet. And so, unfortunately, it's just not quite enough. Cream able to go golden to avoid the turret taking him down. And now Jackie, he's got his fangs in. The frost shot onto Yon, and there's the last auto. The revenge for the Ashe, as now they're going to take down this inner turret. And, man, they could take a whole lot more as well, as the Baron could be an opportunity here for Top Esports.
Zero hesitation. Top Esports, they collapse onto Team Liquid, and they just tear them apart. With the Baron open, it's an easy objective to convert it into. A level 17 369. And when we get to see the replay, you'll notice how it's just so quick in how they collapse, because they turn their attention onto Core, and then APA can't really join them.
Was the Baron being taken without too much of a contest, as we're having a look at CoreJJ running really quickly, getting a nice little double knocker. As let's see whether they actually manage to find something good here as Yon. I'm not sure about that arcane shift, just wanting to try and get behind the door as APA, he manages to get a kill. They take down Jackie Love once again, and that was one of their missions. But unfortunately, I don't think it's going to keep their Nexus alive as APA, no Buster Shot, no chance. Actually does have the Buster Shot, so never you mind. Able to use that, it's going to buy him a few extra seconds. There you go, Rocket Jump as well. Blast Cone, not even used, uses it to get rid of Kanavi instead. That's very, very cute. And yeah, he will go down. So buys a bit of time, you could say. But in the meantime, 369's taking down the inhibitor in the mid lane.
Their early game lead into a strong mid-game performance, and now they're just decimating Team Liquid in the fights.
And I want to go back to something that you were talking about earlier on, and that is the Aurora Vi situation. The best way, it seems to me, from watching this game, is to make it not about Aurora Vi, you just make it about Vi Rumble instead.
Oh yeah.
And that seems to have worked very, very well, as speaking of Aurora, she's going to be in a fair bit of trouble. Looks like Creamus is going to be taken down. The Equalizer going to be stood on. Umpty takes half of his health bar, but now they're going to turn it on to 369 as best they can, and he just gets melted by the Flame Spitter. CoreJJ now running for the hills. Yon is also at about 300 health as APA cannot avoid the gigantic fist of Kanavi. And TL, with just their bottom lane remaining, I don't think they're going to be able to defend as these Nexus turrets go down. The door is given, not even a true shot barrage, able to sail over as a grand entrance coming on through. But TL, I think they know that this one is done and dusted. And I think they're happy that 369 cannot play Rumble again in this series. This guy has looked so good. Top Esports really bouncing back from a difficult day one.